New Hampshire Facts. Discovering New Hampshire. 10 fascinating facts. Granite State origin. New Hampshire earned its moniker, the Granite State, owing to its vast granite formations and quarries, defining its rugged landscape. Pioneering public library. The state proudly houses the world's first free public library, the Peterborough Town Library, established in 1833, reflecting New Hampshire's commitment to knowledge and community. Birthplace of American circus. New Hampshire holds the distinction of being the birthplace of the modern American circus, with the inaugural performance taking place in 1793 in Portsmouth. Robert Frost's literary haven. Esteemed poet Robert Frost found inspiration in the landscapes of New Hampshire, making it his home for several years and crafting some of his most renowned works. Seatbelt law distinction. Uniquely, New Hampshire stands as the only state in the United States without a mandatory seatbelt law for adults, emphasizing individual responsibility. Pokey Little Puppy connection. The beloved children's book, The Pokey Little Puppy, was penned by Jeanette Sebring Lowry, a native of New Hampshire, adding a literary touch to the state's cultural contributions. Mount Washington's extreme conditions. Mount Washington in New Hampshire's White Mountains boasts some of the world's most extreme weather conditions, holding the record for the highest recorded surface wind speed for an extended period. Old Man of the Mountain symbolism. The iconic Old Man of the Mountain, a granite rock formation resembling a human face, was a cherished symbol of New Hampshire until its unfortunate collapse in 2003. Sweet Tooth Paradise. Littleton, New Hampshire, proudly hosts the world's longest candy counter, offering an extensive array of sweets for visitors to indulge their sweet tooth cravings. Motorcycle Week Extravaganza. The town of Laconia, New Hampshire, annually hosts Motorcycle Week, one of the world's oldest and largest motorcycle rallies, drawing enthusiasts from across the globe. This event showcases the vibrant cultural scene of the Granite State. New Hampshire Amber Alert. New Hampshire's Amber Alert Activation Protocol. In cases of child abduction, New Hampshire law enforcement collaborates seamlessly with key entities such as New Hampshire E911, the Department of Transportation, the Lottery Commission, and the Association of Broadcasters. This coordinated effort aims to swiftly disseminate critical information across the state. However, the issuance of an Amber Alert is subject to stringent criteria to ensure its judicious use. The state of New Hampshire's Amber Alert plan can only be set in motion through New Hampshire State Police Headquarters communications, and it mandates that law enforcement assess 3 essential criteria before initiating an alert. Activation of the Amber Alert plan is contingent upon the following criteria. Confirmed abduction. A child aged 17 or younger has been abducted. Imminent danger. Law enforcement believes the circumstances surrounding the abduction pose a genuine threat of serious bodily harm or death to the child, either at the hands of another or due to a documented mental or physical disability. Descriptive information. There must be sufficient descriptive information about the child, abductor, and/or suspect's vehicle to reasonably conclude that an immediate broadcast alert would enhance the chances of locating the child. Likely presence in the area. Law enforcement believes that the child and/or abductor are likely still within the vicinity. An Amber Alert activation strictly adheres to these outlined criteria. It is not intended for runaways, child custody disputes, or most missing children scenarios. Instead, it is specifically reserved for child abductions, either by a stranger or, in the case of a parent, if there is substantial evidence indicating an imminent threat to the child's well-being. Upon receiving a report of a potential child abduction meeting the criteria, the investigating agency contacts New Hampshire State Police Headquarters Communications to request Amber Alert activation. The state police then swiftly initiates the Amber Alert through the statewide emergency alert system. Activation of the Amber Alert ensures immediate dissemination to all participating radio and television stations, as well as cable TV systems throughout New Hampshire, leveraging the power of the emergency alert system for rapid and widespread communication. New Hampshire Missing Vulnerable Adult Alert. Missing Vulnerable Adult Alert Protocol in New Hampshire. The Missing Vulnerable Adult Alert is initiated in New Hampshire when an individual, aged 18 or older, with a cognitive disorder, brain injury, or mental disability, is reported missing and is deemed to be at a credible risk of harm. This category encompasses individuals with conditions such as autism, dementia, or Alzheimer's disease. Activation of alerts within this framework is solely at the discretion of law enforcement agencies. To activate a missing vulnerable adult alert, New Hampshire State Police Headquarters communications must confirm that an individual fitting the criteria outlined in NHRSA 106J3 is indeed missing. Subsequently, the alert is exclusively disseminated to designated media outlets, distinct from the state's Emergency Alert System, EAS. This differentiation is a key aspect that distinguishes it from an Amber Alert. Upon receiving a report of a missing vulnerable adult, the investigating agency assesses whether the incident aligns with the stipulated requirements of the State of New Hampshire Missing Vulnerable Adult Plan. If affirmative, the agency contacts New Hampshire State Police Headquarters Communications to formally request the activation of the Missing Vulnerable Adult Plan. Following this, the New Hampshire State Police promptly initiates the Missing Vulnerable Adult Alert, ensuring targeted communication to specified media outlets without involving the Emergency Alert System, EAS. New Hampshire statistics. Missing Persons Report, Vermont, October 2023. In the ongoing efforts to address and resolve missing person cases, Vermont's statistics as of October 2023 are outlined next. Missing persons. Total cases, 55. Open cases, 32. Resolved cases, 23. Unidentified persons. Total cases, 7. Open cases, 7. Resolved cases, 0. Unclaimed persons. Total cases, 0. Open cases, 0. Resolved cases, 0. Summary. The state of Vermont is currently handling 55 missing person cases, with 32 still under active investigation. Fortunately, 23 cases have been successfully resolved, leading to reunifications and closure for the families involved. In the realm of unidentified persons, there are currently 7 cases where individuals are yet to be identified. These cases remain open as efforts continue to bring closure to these instances. Remarkably, there are no open or resolved cases involving unclaimed persons, signaling a positive aspect of the state's efforts in ensuring that individuals are properly identified and cared for. It is crucial to acknowledge the ongoing dedication of law enforcement agencies, community volunteers, and support networks in Vermont as they tirelessly work towards resolving these cases and bringing solace to affected families. The collaborative efforts of these entities remain instrumental in the pursuit of justice and closure for the missing and their loved ones.